Hello there survivors, and welcome back to another video in Ark Survival Ascended. Today I'm checking out another build on my community server on the center, and it's Hogwarts in Ark. Someone actually went ahead and recreated Hogwarts Castle in Ark, and they did a very well job because it's actually pretty well done to scale as well. So today we're gonna have a blast exploring this magical place that Banana has created on the community server. And of course, as with all these builds that I show off from my community server, if you want to visit them for yourself, you can join the Discord. It's linked down below. It has all the information you need to start playing on all community servers. We currently have the island, Scorched Earth, the center, soon Aberration as well, of course, and we also have Svartalfheim. And besides amazing builds like this, we have an amazing community that does fun events, boss fights, tech cave runs, and much more. So if you're looking for a fun server to play on, to build on, but also a community to enjoy Ark together, you might be interested in joining this one. For now, let's explore some magic. Let's visit Hogwarts Castle. And there we go. We're here at Hogwarts Castle, built on the center. It's actually built right here on the land bridge, you know, next to the big waterfalls. And it's a huge build. I'll try to show as much as possible today. I've actually been living quite close to here. You might remember I built the little Hagrid's hut over there. We might visit that later, but the focus will be on the main castle here. And this is the grand entrance to the place, a giant staircase leading up to the base, and we got a rock golem here guarding it and yeah, welcoming us in to the base. A lot of gargoyles as well. There's a bunch of things being used here. Some are actual mods like Architect Structures Remastered, but there's also a bunch of these custom cosmetics from the Manor mod, from the Gothic custom cosmetics. So yeah, there's a combination of many things to get to this result. And the amazing thing is it's a pretty well done version in scale wise to the actual Hogwarts Castle, based on like plans that are available. Starting right here with the greenhouses, of course, and that is of course in Ark also quite useful to have. So that's actually a really good addition to the base. And yeah, it's opening us up to the castle grounds. Of course, dinos around, protection around everywhere, because it's still Ark. It's still a survival game where we need to survive. And this was all made 100% in survival, which is even more impressive because, I mean, I do some crazy builds all the time, but I'm mostly building in creative mode. But this was all made by Banana, mostly just by him. There's a little help here and there from some members of the tribe, of course, but mostly built by one person, which is very impressive. And yeah, we got a bunch of these greenhouses here on the edge, but also just an amazing view here of the waterfall, of course. It's a quite nice place to build a base here on the center. I love the look of the redwood, and of course, in our case, that's now going to be the Forbidden Forest. And yeah, it's just a nice spot to call home. This is yeah, basically the outside of the castle grounds. You can see a little bit of the survival part of the base here, with a lot of resources being stacked up here in the visual storage as well. Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep this walkthrough as clear as possible, but yeah, we might get lost. It's a big castle after all, and I might not be able to show everything, but we'll do our best. So let's enter this first tower. We'll see a bunch of custom paintings in this build. Those are all done by Wild Times, another member of our community server that makes these amazing custom signs for people, which are really cool, using the Scribbles mod. And yeah, they always add a lot. Let's see, we are at the top of the tower. There's some treasure chest being hidden across Hogwarts. It's part of a little treasure hide and seek game going on right now. People can come to Hogwarts, explore Hogwarts, and if they find treasure and it's unlocked, they can take something with them as well, which is pretty fun as a little mini game. And it's a good excuse for people to come and visit one of the amazing builds here on the community server. Like, let's go all the way back down. Let's enter the castle. We might see some familiar faces along the way, and we always have to pay respect, of course. Yeah, we got a lot of these cool castle halls. Some of this is like decorated just to look nice. Other parts are just part of an actual Ark survival base. And then, of course, some parts are a little bit less decorated because there's also a structure limit that we need to worry about with builds this big. I think this right here is the Slytherin house. It's very slimy down here, as you can see. I've brought my flashlight because it's not very bright, and I didn't bring my pyromane. But this pyromane is powering the lights up above, so I think there's just no fireplaces here. These slippery Slytherins don't have that. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. Slytherin is a pretty cool house. But yeah, I think this is the... Yeah, there we go. The Slithering Dodo is right here. And this leads us into the underbelly of Hogwarts, which we won't look at too much. I think he might still be making some extra places for like survival purposes. But let's focus on the actual builds that we want to see here, because there's a bunch of cool stuff to see. We've got one of the many courtyards here, which also has a lot of the survival stuff in these little walkways. We have an actual nice green courtyard here with a bunch of nice plants. We've got an amazing view, of course, of all the different towers. Got the Owlery up there. That's what I built, of course. But yeah, this is an amazing place. This really feels like Hogwarts immediately, in my opinion. This is very recognizable. Hogwarts, many courtyards are definitely iconic. So yeah, let's just slowly but surely continue our way through the castle, because there is a lot here to appreciate and to see. So this is another one of the hallways, so we could enter through this doorway here in these towers on this side, and you can see there's decoration, there's storage. I don't know if you want to go up in every tower. Maybe not. Maybe we can do it a little bit quick like this. Yeah, not every tower has been decorated, because again, structure limit is a thing. So probably not worth it, you know, spamming stuff everywhere. But we got some nice courtyards or hallways here. Bunch of storage around, a little bit of decoration here and there. And then we got, ooh, some hallways. Who's this guy? Oh, that's my brother. My brother is attending Hogwarts as well. Always cool to see him. Let's go up here, because yeah, we got a little almost feels like, oh, this is the Hufflepuff Tower. There we go. We found the Hufflepuff Tower, and I think up here we'll find some phoenixes. Yeah, some phoenix, some dodos. They're just having a grand old time up here. There we go. Let's continue back down into the hallways, I believe. There we go. There's a staircase back down into the hallway. So yeah, we came from that way. It's a little bit dark in here, but we can bring out a light if we need to. You know, light the way through the darkness in Hogwarts sometimes. It's a big castle after all. So yeah, this is one of the other main halls, big towers. Just as a reference, we're back here at the front of the castle. That's where we entered the whole place. Yeah, it's definitely quite easy to get lost in this castle because it is just so big. We got another big tower here with some mantises in there. I'm not actually sure if there's anything up there. We might as well have a little gander. There's a bunch of cool paintings around though, which is really cool. Nope, doesn't look like there's anything special here. Just a little bit of storage. So let's make our way back down. This is also a very central point, so this is probably where the structure limit is at its most likely to be hit. So yeah, we got a little bit more over here. Just some storage here and there. Trying to not to miss any cool secrets and stuff, of course. There we go. We got the same hallway that we entered from. And then this looks like a proper little classroom, which is really nice to see. You know, nicely decorated. A lot of nice atmosphere here. And then we have more hallways everywhere. Bringing us up back to another layer where we can reach the roof as well. There's some flyers parked up here. There we go. Rescued the little guy. And I think on the other side as well, there's some flyers here, some pterodons here. Because after all, as I said, it is still also an Ark base. It's not just a beautiful Hogwarts build. It's also, of course, just a normal base. So yeah, we got some dinos back here. Again, a little bit more storage. The visual storage. We got some wyverns back here as well. Just chilling out, looking out over the cliffside here. We got actually the cloning chamber here as well. Nicely painted, so it blends in a little bit more. Doesn't stand out as being tacky too much. And then this is also where it connects up to my build, up to that little owlery up there. I guess we'll do a quick visit, because, I mean, it's not part of Hogwarts necessarily, but this is kind of also a part of Hogwarts. Just that I built it, doesn't really matter. We got a nice little owlery here that I wanted to build because we added these amazing owl griffins that, yeah, they do just look great. So really was inspired to build a little owlery like this. And of course, it fit in quite nicely for Hogwarts. It's based on the one from Hogwarts Legacy, actually. And there is a tutorial available for this as well. Bit of a decoration and then a bunch more nicely placed owl griffins here. They look really nice and cutesy up here at the top of this little hill. But let's get back down to Hogwarts, because we only saw basically half, not even half of the castle. There's much more to see. So let's find our way back inside and let's continue to the other side of the castle and to many more builds. So one of the ways connecting this part of the castle to the other part is a little bridge right here, crossing over to the other side, and we can already hear a little bit of noises because, as I said, this is also still a functioning Ark base. So this next courtyard right here, you can see is much more of an Ark base. So there's all kind of things going on, being crafted, machines running, teleporters, healing pads. Everything is here available to just, you know, survive in Ark and actually play the game. Because if you spend all this time building, for one, you need a pretty big operation to run it all and be able to craft it all. But also, it is Ark. We still play the game. So yeah, you want to still be able to play as well. So there's a lot of crafting here, but also, of course, a lot of building. And this is actually a big part of the castle. I'm going to take out my light again because some of these parts might be a little bit dark. And we're just going to be walking around a little bit. Yeah, we might definitely see some cool custom paintings here and there. As I said, most of the castle is quite modestly decorated just because the structure limit is a thing, and it was being hit in certain places, so that's why the decision was made not to decorate too crazily. But I mean, it's still a very impressive build. Then we're here at Gryffindor Tower, and of course we can go through the painting into the actual tower. Here we can see the Gryffindor Dodo chilling out right here. And yeah, we got a lovely little common room here. I think there might be a little room up here with Barry Potter or Baryonyx, because our tribe is called the Baryonyx Bandits. So had to have at least one Barry hiding around here. So yeah, we got the little common room, or well, I guess this is one of the sleep levels. Normally there would be more, of course, in the books and movies. But there we go. We got Gryffindor Tower looking very nice indeed. Let's go back down into the castle. As you can see, there's many hallways, many balconies, and many places to visit. You can actually very easily get lost here in the castle, because there's just so much to see and so much to explore. So if you do end up playing on the server, this is definitely one of those places that I could definitely recommend coming and exploring for yourself, because there's just a lot to see, a lot of inspiration to be taken from an amazing build like this. We got another little bridge here crossing over to the other side. So there we go. That's the bridge we crossed before. Now we're over here. And there's actually another bridge right there as well. So this leads back into one of the other towers over here, which leads back into this main room that we visited before with the unicorns and stuff. And then we got another nice little bridge here crossing over to another courtyard. And we can also appreciate the details of these other bridges. I really like those beams being crossed underneath. And then this bridge itself is also pretty nice to look at. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of cool details in this build for sure. It's such a big build, of course, but also a lot of lovely little details everywhere, which is amazing to see, because he's basically spent all of the center working on this. So it's been weeks and months of slowly seeing this place grow, and now it's finally ready for everyone just to enjoy and explore. So yeah, we got another little courtyard here, a very nice little cozy courtyard with another teleporter. I think there's a bunch just around Hogwarts itself to easily get around. And then we got the main hall here with an amazing reflective floor and a lot of cool decoration on the inside. Lovely little details everywhere. The tables, of course, there's a feast going on. There's floating candles in the air, and there's the banners as well. Again, all these custom paintings are made by Wild, and they look amazing. All these cool banners definitely add a lot of life to the place, of course. And then we got the place for the professors up here as well. But yeah, those house banners are really, really cool to see. And then also this effect with the candles on top floating is just really cool. You know, really captures some of that magic. There we go. And then we got the Great Tower with the staircases. Also the transmitter to transfer over to all of the other worlds on the cluster. And here we have a lot of those custom paintings to be appreciated, because there's a bunch of them and they look really, really cool. Some Ark integration as well in some of them, which is really nice to see. Yeah, this is just a really cool build, and there's so many cool little details everywhere to appreciate and to explore, and you can just keep getting lost here and find new things, which is cool. It's just really, really cool to do if you do come and play on the server. Yeah, then we got a little nice balcony up here as well. And then if we do manage to find our way, because of course stairs in Hogwarts are famously for being a little bit of a maze, but yeah, you can see you can actually get everywhere here with these staircases. And I mean, there's more and more places to go to as well. And then finally, I think we've made it to the top. Oof, there might be some more. I might be giving a little bit of hints about where certain places are to be found with some of the loot for the people playing on the server. But yeah, Hogwarts is looking really, really nice. This is definitely an amazing build and a job very well done. There's a few more things that I want to see. Of course, we'll visit Hagrid's hut as well. It's not part necessarily of this entry, of this build, but it is a nice place. I've been calling that home for a little bit here on the center as well. So, and since it kind of goes hand in hand with Hogwarts, we'll watch that as well a little bit so that we have the complete feature. But yeah, this is a really cool castle. But of course, in Hogwarts, there's also hidden passages, there's chambers, and there's secrets. And there's also a chamber of secrets. And that can be hard to find, you know. Sometimes you think maybe you need to find a bathroom. Sometimes you think maybe you need to find a little snake thing to talk to. And other times you think maybe I just need to be lucky and just go into a hidden passage and just go in there and then just continue through. I actually know how he did this, which is really cool. It's really smart because, as you can see, it's a normal wall. It's just a normal wall that you can go through. I'm not gonna spoil the secret, but yeah, there might be a certain chamber of secrets here following this path down. It's also a little bit of an easier way in, namely there's just a tech gate here as well, but that's not just as fun as being able to find the chamber like this. And then we can go through the sewer pipes and we'll end up in the chamber of secrets here with we didn't really have a snake statue, but still it's a pretty fun detail, isn't it? Like, it's fun that this is here hidden in the castle and that you can actually come and find the chamber of secrets as well. So yeah, that is a job very well done as well. So yeah, overall, Hogwarts Castle is just looking really, really cool. And it's amazing to see this in Ark, of course. This is a big project. And to be able to do all of this in survival is really, really impressive to me. Like, the amount of motivation that you need to keep this project going is a lot. Because this is a big project. A lot of resources involved. A lot of creative processes involved, a lot of painting involved as well, as you can see, because it's a giant build and he also had to go and paint it all, which is even more work, and it turned out amazingly. Like, it looks really good, it's an awesome base, and it's a place that we'll enjoy for a long time, and yeah, just all comes together very, very nice. Now we'll go over to my little contribution to all of this. Well, I also of course did the Owlery, but that's a very late contribution. But I also made the little Hagrid's hut. I'm all about these little details. I just didn't want to interfere too much with a project like this because, I mean, he didn't need my help. Look at all this. This is amazing. This has been my view. Well, eventually this has become my view, which is of course an amazing view to wake up to walk out of your base and see this is pretty nice. But this over here is my base. We got little Hagrid's hut with some modded pieces, which did come out quite nicely, I will say. I'm really happy with the way this turned out and the way this looks. This really just screams Hagrid's hut to me, like instantly recognizable for me. And I've enjoyed very much living in a base like this. This is pretty much all the room that I need. I don't need a lot because most things that I do on the community server is just to visit other people's bases, see what they've been working on, and yeah, sometimes just visit some of the events we do. Like, that's pretty much what I do on the server, so I don't need a lot. I just like to see what the community's up to and what they've been building, and take breaks from my own projects, of course. But yeah, we got little Hagrid's hut here with a little bit of an interior as well. Nothing too fancy, just pretty much what I need to get around. And then we got my bedroom here as well, with a lovely little painting of Hagrid as well by Wild Times. But yeah, it's just a nice little addition. It's not much, but yeah, it was my home and I really enjoy it. I think it looks quite nice indeed. But then of course we got my amazing neighbor, and that's definitely an awesome addition to the server and an amazing build for sure. Anyway, with that, I think we did a pretty good walkthrough of this build, and we were able to show most, if not all, of the secrets of Hogwarts. And if you want to explore them even more and want to appreciate this build in even more detail, feel free to join us on the community server. All the information you can find on my Discord, which is linked below. Anyway, if you enjoyed this build, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.